Debbie Harris, and right now visiting from Managua, Nicaragua.
Okay, that's interesting. Can you elaborate on the destination where you're from?
Originally from Germany.
Okay.
And my husband works with State Department, so we've been all around Latin America and spent the last a little bit over 4 years here in Costa Rica. So I've got to explore quite a bit.
And you are in Costa Rica this trip. Why?
Medical and dental. Managua was not able to fulfill my needs, so I've traveled now 3 times since August back to Costa Rica, so to see doctors at Hospital SEMA and to see the dentist.
And which doctors are you using right now?
I'm using Dr. Carlos Wong is my dentist. I've been using him for almost 5 years. And the doctors that I use at Hospital SEMA are two Dr. Suarez's, Dr. Solano, Dr. Plastic Surgeon, Internal Medicine, and Dermatologist, Dr. Eduardo Arias. There's a whole list of them.
That's okay.
Just, yeah.
We can stick with that right now. And let's go ahead and specifically talk about today. Who have you seen today?
Today I saw Dr. Carlos Wong.
So, and the procedure?
I had 4 nicks. He replaced. I'm very sensitive on the back side, so I had that done. And then he checked the rest of my teeth to make sure that everything else was okay so that I didn't have any problems.
Something interesting that I have spoken with Dr. Wong about is the fact that he is able to use your insurance to cover his...
Right, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I bring the form to him because he has to fill out the form. It has the drawing of the mouth on there, and so he does everything in English. We have never had a problem with that. He fills it out, puts his stamp, everything on. I sign it, send it into my insurance, and however long it takes my insurance to process, and then we get reimbursed.
So obviously it's not about cost as much as it is about service, and can you go ahead and speak about the service that you get from Mr. Wong?
Well, let me tell you, very, very good service. He gives you a business card that has his personal cell phone number on, so when you call him, it's not a secretary that you get. You can call his office to get his secretary. If you have a weekend emergency, you can call him. He accommodates. If you need evening appointments, he will meet you for evening. All the way around, he will work with you. Very, very flexible. He did dentures for my father-in-law, uppers and bottom, the whole mouth for $500. But that was 2 or 3 years ago, and no problem. And then he did my whole family, my daughter, my 2 boys, their wisdom teeth, and no problem with that. And the regular cleaning and fillings, my daughter braces, and the retainer now, the teeth whitening, my husband teeth cleaning and teeth whitening. So whenever any kind of dental work that we need, that's where we've been going, and I've did many referrals for him through the embassy.
All right, now maybe changing channels a little bit now to the medical side of what is medical tourism. Maybe speak a little bit about that and your experiences here in Costa Rica.
Okay, the medical was very, very good here. The doctors that I've had good and bad, and so I switched several times until I found what I felt comfortable with. The doctors that I've seen that I've stuck with now, I've had the majority of the time that I was here because I changed at the very beginning when I wasn't happy. And I still come back to see them. They also do with my insurance. I have no problem with that. My insurance for the surgeries, when I was in the hospital, I had 4 surgeries, and when I was in the hospital, they covered 100%. I just had the $200 deductible with Blue Cross Blue Shield. And not just because we were with the embassy, but that's just how Blue Cross Blue Shield overseas works.
Sure.
So, and then the aftercare, I still go back and get treated as if I never had the surgery, as like I'm a new patient. It's not like the connection breaks.
And all of these doctors speak English?
All speak English, perfect English.
Excellent. And are they as giving when it comes to their contact with their business cards and their cell phones and such?
Yes, actually, yes. Dr. Solano, I have her cell phone number. She's Dr. Oscar Suarez's assistant, and Anna Beatrice is Dr. Guillermo Suarez's assistant. I have both of them, the assistants, the numbers to contact them. Personal, I don't have to go through their secretaries.
Perfect. And in the case of major medical, I think a lot of people would probably want to ask you, where would you go running? Would you go back to the United States? It seems that you've gone to Costa Rica in the past, and what's the reasoning behind that?
No, I would not go back to the United States. Not at this point, because I was in the United States in the hospital through the military, and I have to tell you, Hospital SEMA and the treatment and the care that I got there, I found I liked a lot more than what I got in the States.
And that's just personal attention or service?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything, all the way around.
Top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
All the way around. Yeah.